YouTubers, this is Old John. Today I'm going to show you how I made these simple bar stools for my wife. She especially uses them. They're very narrow. The width is a standard 17 inches, which is pretty much normal, but the depth is a lot narrower. It's only 10 inches this way, because we wanted to make sure they sat under the overhang of the countertop so you wouldn't be kicking them as you walk by all the time. They're basically made out of split 2x4s for the legs and then painted black. Using this product. It's a Krylon black gloss Cover Max, it's called. Product, I think we probably got it from Walmart. And then the rest, the cross members in the top are oak plywood. Well, the top is oak plywood and the cross members are oak, solid oak trim boards that I had left over from my media project. This media center I built here, and I'll provide a link here on the top showing you how to get to that if you're interested in that video. So anyway, so these were leftover pieces, and they were stained with Minwax wood finish. It's a fruit wood, 241 number. Just applies it with a t-shirt. She wears rubber gloves. Now I did not glue these pieces together. I used large pocket hole screws, and it's very stable, but obviously that's an option you can do, is put everything together with glue. You can finish the edge with oak plywood strips, which is kind of what I would like to do. I'm not real crazy about this rough edge, but my wife doesn't mind it, and she's going to be using these the most. So, but you could put the oak plywood on the edges. Now it might tend to come off though, because you're sitting on them and you're going to be scraping them with your legs and so forth. So now I'm going to show you how I built these. I'm using my Ryobi saw table. The blade is at a 5-degree angle, and that's set down here. 15, 10, 5 degrees. Okay, I'm going to cut the 5-degree angle on the other end. There again, I don't have my saw guard on, so I can show what I'm doing. Normally you should have your saw guard on. So these cross pieces for the stool, the big ones are 14 5/8 inches, and then I cut them on 5-degree angle, which takes off about 1/16 on each end. I've done one of the smaller pieces. This would be the piece that goes at the top, and then these go further down. They're 11 3/4, the longest. Okay, I'm going to cut the top of the stool out of 3/4 inch oak plywood, and it's going to be 17 inches long. It's pretty narrow, only 10 inches, because we want it to go under the overhang of our kitchen countertop, which I showed you. There's the top. Okay, we're going to first put pocket holes in our side short pieces. We're going to use the Kreg jig. Got it set on 3/4 inch because we're dealing with 3/4 inch thickness. Clamp it on this end. Put the special bit in. I broke this off and after building my media center and told Kreg about it, and they gave me a new one for free, even though it's not warranted. This is warranted for life, jig itself. So anyway, so this will go in here. Just attach that to your drill. In my case, it's portable. And the jig is as wide as the wood, so we want to drill our hole in the center, so that's going to overlap the jig. So what I do is line up another piece of scrap wood with it. I clamp them both down on the corner. Just using a standard clamp here. I'm going to put a clamp you go in and out 2 or 3 times. You only go partially, maybe a third of the way in to begin with, and then back out. That way your sawdust doesn't accumulate and tend to get in the way. And there we go. There's a pocket hole, and you can plug that with a 3/8 inch dowel. You can get actually already built dowels, or you can just buy a dowel that's 3/8 inch and then cut it on angles and put that in there, or you can just leave it like it is if it's not going to show up that much. Okay, so we have to do the other end. is oak hardwood trim board, so it's pretty hard, but this drill, as you can see, goes right in. So there we have a side piece with holes in each end. These will attach into the legs, so we can go do that now. We're going to remove the drill bit and put in the bit for screwing in the special pocket hole screws. It has this kind of head on it, and so we tighten it in and we're ready to put these together. Okay, I've attached the cross piece, the short cross piece, which would be these here. Okay, I've attached the leg here with a clamp, and then the short piece that's going to go on it there. I've inserted the screw. Now I'm ready to screw it in. Here's the head on the screwdriver for the driving these screws. And this will work on any size of Kreg pocket screws. The heads are always the same, from my experience. And I put this board underneath to make it high enough to be centered. So it's going to go like that. Okay, so now we've clamped the other board. This one's attached. So now we have to put the accompanying board in here. We've got our little board underneath. We're going to need to push down on this because these are wanting to ride up a little bit because I've got them clamped down here. I will attempt to hold these down at the same time. Okay, I think we've got that. And there it is. So now we're going to do the other ends, or the other end legs. Okay, we're going to slide this down to the end. This has to be 4 3/4 from the bottom of the leg to the bottom of the board. Put it down here so we can clamp. We'll clamp the board, the leg board. And then we'll clamp this board itself. There we go. we go. One side is complete. Okay, there's one side attached. Now let's do the other side. These lines up at the bottom edge of these. So there are the legs completed. Okay, so now we're going to attach the legs to the top, and we're going to drill a hole with about an 1/8 inch drill bit, and we're going to use this 2-inch pocket hole screw. And we want to make sure we don't go through the top. Top is only 3/4 inches, so we have an 1.5 inch board on top of it, so we're setting the drill bit about 1 7/8 inches long. And then we're going to countersink the top. Well, we'll go ahead and drill the other hole while we're at it. Now we're going to countersink, since there's a head on this, I'm going to countersink it about that diameter. It's approximately, so I'm using my largest drill bit. It's about a 5/16, 3/8 hole for the head to go down in. Probably should clamp this. Okay, one side. There's the other side. Now we'll do the ends also. There's the completed stool.